Anybody can use this thing, and you could also buy one for your own home. What a great way to hang out with your grandkids.
I met Howie on the internet. That's what I think. We glossed right over that. Howie slid into my DMs and we met on the internet, and now we could beam Howie into comedy clubs all over the world.
This is the most successful Tinder date ever.
That was last October when Howie Mandel joined us live via hologram here on More. This time it's a little less high tech. He's just on old regular Zoom. Hey Howie, how are you? Are we sure? Are we sure it is you, right? It's not a hologram.
No, I'm not a hologram. And I'm actually coming to Vegas live, not via hologram. So the proto hologram is my favorite way to travel, but I'll be doing stand-up with my buddy opening for me, Preacher Lawson from America's Got Talent.
Yeah.
So it should be a fun evening. And I wanted to come on the show and promote it because I want people to come, because I find that when I do stand-up comedy and no one's there, it's awkward.
Yeah, that's why you're on the show, making sure that that people come. It's funny. So I was in Bryan Head, Utah, and I was in my hotel room. I was watching the Chiefs game on my phone. The volume to America's Got Talent was down, but I was watching it at the same time. I saw Preacher Lawson, but I couldn't hear him, and even that, he sounded funny. Like, I didn't even see the volume, and it still looked funny. So my point is I got to go because I need to see what he's actually saying. I know you're funny, so it's going to be quite the show.
But I love what you're doing. I mean, I don't know who your viewers are, and I'm sure this is closed caption, but what you're saying is, even if you're hearing from Jared, it's a fun night for all. Is that what you're saying? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I'm just trying to say I was watching a football game and I saw him in the background, but he looked funny, and so I'm assuming he is funny. You guys voted him through. You guys didn't vote Piff though, one of our other Vegas attractions, with that sandwich he made.
I'm upset.
Yeah.
Well, it's not us voting; it's the audience that votes. So
true.
The fantasy league, and Piff wasn't actually on my team. Heidi got him. I would have had him, but she had a choice before me. But and I had a rough night last night too on the show. I just want to win.
Yeah.
I just want to win. But beyond winning on America's Got Talent, and beyond doing a podcast called Howie Mandel Does Stuff, which is on right now as we speak.
Oh, funny. With your hologram?
But Thursday, we're going live for 3 hours. So go to YouTube and subscribe to Howie Mandel Does Stuff. And we're going live, and we have some big surprises coming up. But aside from all that, my favorite thing to do, and the thing that started me, is stand-up comedy.
Right.
So to West Point, February 3rd, me and Preacher Lawson will be doing our stand-up. And I love doing stand-up live in the room, hearing an immediate reaction. I look at it like a giant party, and I'm just trying to be the center of attention.
Absolutely. I'm just going to correct one small thing. You don't want to perform at West Point because you might wind up in a war. Westgate is where you want to go.
Well, me and Preacher are the few and the proud. I meant Westgate.
Right, of course. Now, this, of course, is the home of Elvis. Barry Manilow is there a lot. Frankie Valli was just there over the weekend. And you've worked some really big rooms, but boy, this one has some history, huh?
Okay, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Are you just you're clumping me with all the old people? Yes.
Hey, I remember you pretty much when you first started, so,
Westgate, and it was the Hilton, right?
Yeah, it was the Hilton. And before that, it was the International.
Yes, I played that room. I played that room before. But the difference between me and Elvis is once the show is over, I will leave the building.
Exactly. Yeah, no, you will.
Because I think a lot of people aren't sure whether he did. He had to tell people.
Right.
Because they weren't sure. But once I leave the stage, I'm gone.
You're done. We won't see you until you come on the More Show again, and then tell us when you're coming back.
Or use proto hologram to beam myself wherever it is.
Yeah, for sure. It's funny how your career has. Do you ever look back at your career and say, "Man, I was pretty crazy, and now I'm mature." Funny your shtick has changed, right? I mean, no doubt.
And hairline has.
Well,
I don't know
that
mature
too.
has been synonymous with my name. I'm older.
Right.
I think I'm wiser. I always think it's amazing to still be working
Yeah.
at this particular, and nothing thrills me more, and that's why I can't wait. And I love Vegas. I work Vegas a lot. The Vegas audience is the most wonderful audience in the world, and I'm still pandering. And,
Yeah.
and I think that, I'm thrilled that I can still be invited to the party and show up. And, if you want to escape the news and life for a couple of hours, show up at Westgate. If you want to be part of the news, go to West Point.
Yeah, right. Exactly. No, I love it. All right, so how can we get tickets for you? And it's February, right?
It's February 3rd. And
Okay.
the way to get tickets, I don't know. I don't need a seat. I'll be right up front facing the wrong way. But
Yes.
I hear I'm good. I go to just about every show I do. I'm a huge fan. I never miss me.
Oh, yeah, no, I agree.
WestgateVegas.com to go get tickets.
All right, sounds good. Yeah, and
Go to HowieMandel.com, and I'm sure there's a way
it'll
to.
turn you over there. Also, how are you with when you come with the slots? Are you lucky with the slots?
The deal or no deal slots are my my
course.
jam.
Absolutely.
Well, I'll go up to people who are playing deal or no deal slots and just put my chin on their shoulder as they're playing and go, deal?
See, only you could do that. That would be great. I love that. We
Now
are going
there's
to
a new host.
Yeah. We're going to spin for charity, though, and that one is going to a really good charity, but I'm going to meet you over by the slot machine.